the centuries. What the devil is happening to this country?
Where did this come from? Another riddle? Well, next. I should draw the attention of the guards on the other bank somehow.
What is this nonsense? Where's the guard? Why is the bridge up? Ring the bell. Have them lower it.
Hold on, Ansel. I sense death magic in the air. And it is recent. Can't you feel it?
Yes. Yes, something is very wrong here. Here, take the scroll of healing. We confiscated it from the Marauder before... Well, it doesn't matter. It'll be of more use to you anyway. I don't know what to do with it.
You! Halt right there! Let's see your letter of passage. Now. Have at them, boys! Take no prisoners!
Yeah.
Those aren't our men. They're bandits. Hey, answer me!
We're not cut out for this. Run!
Destroy them! Every last one!
Who are you running from? Them? I told you not to be afraid.
There you are, mortal. I, the Great Dumbrazzle, grant you permission to ask a single question.
I've seen plenty of Wyrms. And their bones. Why are you here, Dumbrazzle?
I was paying a debt to an old elf. My promise is fulfilled, and now I'm free. Thank your patron. And farewell, mortal.
Victory is ours! See to the wounded, haste thee a horse, hie thee to Marcella for succor, call out to the Knights of the Guard, now! Or rather, as you were. The fight seems to be over. Horus, Legate of the Royal Guard, at your service. It's you, Mistress.
Catherine, Countess of Rigorn. Though I confess, if we have met, dear knight, I do not recall.
My name is Horus. I am Legate of the King's Guard. I will escort you to Magnus's Bastion.
Your timing is impeccable. An attempt was just now made on my life. Surprisingly, it wasn't the cronies of my fool nephew, Maurice. Even more surprisingly, I was rescued by a dragon. It is most urgent we get to the bottom of this.
A dragon? Sure. My men will investigate the Batil Gates attack and question the survivors. And you, my lady, please come to the court under my protection. Prince Adrian doesn't like to wait.
Loyal subjects, I, King of Nostria, by the grace of Elu, have gathered you here today. The time has come to renew our oaths.
Cease! Cease, rulers of the world! The time of oath is over! The blight is coming. It cometh quicker and quicker. Devastation awaits. Death and ruin. No one will be spared. But the Savior is already here. She is among you.
Cathorn, shut him up!
Accept this path, Chosen One. Follow it to the end. Do not fear, for I will meet you in the void.
Don't let... Stop!
Get her to Crucis.
Well, well. There's our valiant guard. With loot.
The King's Counselor Montier? What does he want?
Wait. I require but a moment of your time. Well...
Your Excellency, this personage has an audience with His Highness, Prince Adrian.
Ah, the prince is so fidgety. But he's not waiting for you, is he, Horus? I have some questions for you. Please stay. And you, go keep your appointment with the prince. But afterwards, return to me immediately. It is a matter of utmost importance. What's happening in the Royal Guard, Legate Horace?
We serve, as we always have.
And what did you find out about the Batil Gates incident, my good man?
Your Excellency?
When you were attending to our prince's whims, did you conduct an inspection? Found all the traitors, have you? Interrogated every living creature, every bird. The stones too, I assume. Sniffed out any evidence of treason, skullduggery, clapped the perpetrators.
The prince gave me no such assignment.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Dearest sister, how does the throne room suit you today? Don't you think our receptions under Adrian have become rather dull?
Have pity, my dear. He's only ruled for 6 months.
Yeah.
I have arrived, Your Highness.
Yes. First order of business? I gave the order to release you not out of mercy or any misguided belief in your innocence. You've been released because I find myself in need of a capable agent.
Oh, Your Highness. Your words are like the lilting of a lute in my ears.
Listen to me closely now, and no interruptions. Whilst my poison-struck father remains incapacitated, I must bear the weighty burden of the crown as keeper of the Kingdom of Nostria. A few days ago, a calamity occurred at the Monpatri Mage Factory. Several people died. My subjects. Since then, I haven't learned a single true thing about the incident. The mages are searching for signs of necromancy, while Montier claims it's an act of sabotage by the Artisanians. The lowborn are milling about in a panic, spreading wild rumors on the wind like grain for hens. The Royal Guard tarries. Even the acclaimed spies of the Adepts of Darkness can give me no straight answer. Thus I, Prince Adrian, heir to Nostria by the grace of the Creator, command you to carry out an investigation. But do not forget, until this task has been fulfilled to my satisfaction, you will not truly be free. Go. Perform this deed with full royal backing. Uncover the truth of what happened at the Mage Factory. There are people camped near Marcella. They call themselves Monpatri refugees. Start with them, and do not rest until you find out the true cause of the catastrophe.
It's you.
There you are, my dearest friend. Let's not waste words.
Dearest friend, you say? But never mind. Pray, continue, Count.
Those murderers and villains trampled on Nostria's honor when they donned the uniform of our guards and attacked you. In broad daylight, in an impregnable fortress. Oh, Creator. Outrageous, unspeakable, impossible. But my resilient friend, never fear, for you are in good hands. While you were taking your meeting with the prince, my people figured everything out. Those conspirators needed you. They wanted to get to the king with your help, and... But how can we even think on such things? It would mean the ruin of the kingdom.
We aren't wasting words, are we?
We found out where the Blackguards are hiding, and have already dispatched both our regular guard and a detachment of royal guards to that location. The conspirators' house is in the market square, at the southern gate. I suggest you hurry if you want a hand in thrashing those rascals. They must be destroyed. Immediately. If not sooner. My assistant Bardolph will provide a travel allowance to cover your first expenses. Go. The Royal Council is counting on you.
Sir Montier, what a wonderful speech.
Your Excellency. May I ask?
Distinguished Bardolph, you have to understand.
We came here from Derfjord, sailed through the rocky grid.
Almost got devoured by trolls in Cabal. Barely made it.
We lost 2 brother dwarves, 5...
Yesterday you were in prison, and today you're acting in Prince Adrian's name. Take this. Your allowance from His Excellency, Royal Advisor Auguste Montier. Sir Montier wishes you the best of luck in scouring our lands of schemers and traitors.
I demand the Crown take action and find him.
I will pass your request on to His Excellency, Councillor Montier. Perhaps His Excellency will consent to your request and send a rescue party in search of your son.
Montier used to serve me tea, and now I must beg his kindness from... Are you from the Citadel? Where are you headed?
I beg your pardon. Who are you?
I am Gilda Crespin. My son Albert went to the Mage Factory and never returned. It was right around the time of the disaster.
I won't tread the cursed halls of the Mage Factory, contaminated with Loggy knows what, just for the sake of your son.
Oh, if only someone would hear me out. Yesterday, I was approached by some suspicious people who asked about my son. They said Albert had recently been seen near the Mage's Tower.
Perhaps it would be useful to find him. He most likely witnessed what transpired, after all.
If you see my Albert, pray tell him his dear mother is in a state of righteous outrage and demands he return home at once. That serpent Ursula bewitched him. First she compelled him to marry her, now she's lured him to the other end of the country. Oh.
Loyal subjects of the king,
In the name of His Royal Majesty, King Claudius, Sovereign of Nostria, Defender of the Realm, the citizens of this noble city, and our most noble and esteemed guests, we are to let no one from Monpatri enter Marcella, so as to ward ourselves from the threat of deadly plague that poisons the air and land of the Mage Factory. Be wary and be vigilant, for these virtues go hand in hand. Keep your families safe.
Ah, it's you. I've heard lots about you.
Loyal subjects of the King, in the name of His Royal Majesty, King Claudius, Sovereign of Nostria, Defender of the Realm, the citizens of this noble city, and our most noble and esteemed guests.
Oh, beauty of beauties, you've stolen my heart. Would you like to go for a walk?
A walk? Well, I love going for a walk, especially on horseback.
On horseback? That can easily be arranged.
What are you doing here? Why are the floors still dirty?
It's not my fault, my lady.
More of your excuses.
There's no water in the well.
Excuses?
See for yourself.
Liar.
Just take a look. It's gone dry.
Oh, you impudent.
must have caught a traitor.
Careful!
They should have gone after the bandits instead and protected the roads.
We've heard what a mess.
That's a lot of guards.
What are you doing?
What do we do now?
Oh,
I'm undone. I don't even know where to
They
look.
must have caught a traitor.
You've been to Upper Marcella? Pray tell, haven't you seen them?
Who? Give me the specifics fast, before I get angry.
4 green-feathered Illyrian chicks. They're hard to miss. Okay, it's a really stupid story. I promised to deliver these chicks to the royal kitchen, but my useless son dropped the chicks' cage, and now they've scattered all over Marcella.
Some back alley beggar is bound to have eaten them by now.
How can you say that? A single one of those chicks is worth more than a warhorse. I'll pay 50 gold pieces a head for those chicks if that's what it takes to get them back. I can't afford a breach of contract with the royal kitchen. My entire business depends on it.
must have caught a traitor.
They should have gone after the bandits instead and protected the roads.
What a mess.
Quiet. I think they're leading them out now.
Hey, heard the new joke about the savior of Nostria?
We've heard all the savior jokes already.
There's the one with the cat.
Quit that cheeping, you green freak.
Wait, is that a chick in that barrel?
Chicken.
Hey you, townsman. What is that sound coming from that barrel? Cheap, 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 I think it is.
A green chick. They're supposed to be worth a bundle. What do you care?
I care because a merchant named Gallon is missing a few of these rare chicks. And I've been tasked to find them.
You're working for Gallon. That pathetic excuse for a cook. Is he paying you in stew? Tell him his son insulted me. Me, Will Cutter. The pup ran full into me. If I'd have been holding a drink, I might have spilled it. I took the chick as payment for his bad manners.
You're one bold brute.
One more word, and you'll wake up face down in a ditch, dead. And no one will touch me either. You want to know why? Ask Centurion Prim, if he's got time to waste on a nobody like you.
This is the capital of Nostria,
Just do it, Pops. Take the goods and we're done here.
Bludgeon doesn't need no dirty wares. I'm not taking it.
The lower town. Both figuratively and literally.
Last a week.
The rabble in this city are getting quite brazen. I barely stepped outside the palace when I was accosted by this rude fellow named Cutter. How long has it been this way?
Ever since the king was poisoned and his wise advisors and magistrates took over the country. Though he has his weaknesses, King Claudius is a very stern monarch. While he was in good health, people obeyed his every word, as if it were law, which in fact it is. Now everything is stuck. Every protocol and directive in question. The future vague.
Sure, you could place all your hopes in a good king. Or how about dealing with these problems yourself?
The last time I tried to deal with Cutter, I was almost sent to Crucis, on a charge of conspiracy to assassinate an assistant magistrate. Tweets, of course. So if you want to deal with a dog, find its master first. Do you see what I mean? But should something unfortunate happen to Cutter, none of the guards would see or hear anything about it. I certainly wouldn't shed any tears for him.
So how much is there? Will it last a week?
Quit that cheeping, you green freak. Stupid chicken.
Just do it, Pops. Take the goods and we're done here.
Bludgeon doesn't need no dirty wares. I'm not taking it.
What do you mean, dirty?
You sure you weren't tailed? What about the seals? We clean?
Cleaner than a prince's backside.
Shh. Who's that?
What? Where? Did you find it?
Shut it, you idiot.
So how much is there? Will it last a week?
Well...
Just give me
Excuse me, sir. Where's the refugee camp?
refugee camp? Do I look like someone who gives a fig about such trifles?
There's no need to get angry. Such behavior isn't becoming of a city official.
As far as I know, the prince is yet to appoint someone to take charge of the refugees. Me, I'm in charge of the cisterns and that blasted aqueduct.
Didn't a dragon crash into the aqueduct about 50 years ago? What is it this time? Wyverns? Griffins?
It's old and magical to boot. Few people even understand how it works. I thought this master who studied at the mage school would fix things. But that idiot Eugene hasn't been any help at all. It's been 8 days already. The reserves are running low. The cisterns will be empty in a week. What can that lazy bum be thinking?
What does everything else cost? If a single chit goes for 50 gold. Here come the highborn.
Loyal subjects of the king, in the name of his royal majesty, King
Oh, beauty of beauties, you've stolen my heart.
What are you doing here? Why are the floors still dirty? It's not my fault, my lady.
Going for walks, especially on horseback.
On horseback? That can easily be arranged.
So as to ward ourselves from the threat of deadly plague that poisons the air and land of the Mage
Who's that?
Factory. Be wary and be vigilant, for these virtues go hand in hand.
We replaced the crystal, but the mana's draining away. What are we doing wrong?
GM as you want.
Tastes like chicken.
Is it a
First time in the capital?
I don't think so. It's like...
The work of Flavius, the chronicler.
Not everyone.
I wonder how many of his own embellishments he added in.
Damn immigrants.
I've heard lots about it.
Wait a moment. As I recall, you were sent by Prince Adrian. Isn't that right?
That depends on what you want.
There's this delicate business, and its resolution would serve the interests of the crown. Flavius the Wisecracker is missing. He's no ordinary man, but a courtier acting as an assistant to the king, the prince, and the royal counselor Montier himself. Flavius writes their speeches, you see, and the text of their decrees. That man handles words with the agility of a juggler. The magistrates find him very useful indeed. But Flavius has been missing for 3 days now, and I need him urgently. Business of utmost royal importance, I assure you.
Gone today, here tomorrow, I'm sure. Creative people, the young ones especially, are prone to wander.
He's not particularly young. He recently mentioned he's about to begin his most significant work yet. He spoke of some inconceivable revelations. He seemed agitated as well. He was mumbling something about a swan song, a terrible truth, planning to visit some ancient ruins. I've known Flavius for a long time. Please, find him if you can and bring him back to Marcella. The magistrature will pay you for your trouble, of course.
Loyal subjects of the king, in the name of his royal majesty, King Claudius.
Damn immigrants.
Hey! Hey!
So how much is there? Will it last a week?
The new recruits, huh? Where are you from? What are you doing in my beloved guard?
I'm from Rookville, eager to uphold law and order.
You?
From the lower town. Cutter's gone. Where else could I go? They must have caught a traitor. They should have gone.
Here are your chicks, the whole lot. The locals must be dim-witted. Or someone else would have caught them before I did.
Oh, my precious little chickies, my treasures. I thank you with all my heart. You saved me.
Saved you? 200 gold made it worthwhile.
They must have caught a traitor.
You saved me. I will personally deliver the chicks to the Citadel tomorrow.
They must have caught a traitor.
They should have gone after the bandits instead and protected the roads. What a mess.
Where's that Jackard? How much longer do I have to store this cane for him?
What cane?
I know you've no answer for me. Jackard, our master golem craftsman, ordered an iron cane from me and never returned to collect it. I understand that his leg is troubling him, but how hard can it be to get from his workshop to the marketplace? Or he could have sent Ada to fetch it. What am I to do with this thing now?
How far is this workshop? 3 days on horseback, I assume.
It's very close. Just turn right at the Marcellan wall. Here, take the cane. It's propped against the counter. You might also consider buying some golems to guard you.
They must have caught a traitor.
They should have gone after the bandits instead and protected the roads. What a mess.
Scrolls, spells, potions. Best selection.
You have no idea what we've been through. No entry. Order of the Royal Counselor. But why? All I want is to buy food. No entry.
Stop, you stupid lump of clay. Did you just break the press again?
Yes,
Yes, you broke it again with your huge, stupid hands. Breaking an oak lever is nothing for you. You can break 100 a day.
Get up, artisan. I have your new cane.
What am I gonna do with that? Do I look like I can carry an iron cane around all day? I've been using a special ointment to soothe my leg. I'm waiting for it to kick in right now. Get it? Kick in? Ha! That piece of iron is for the press that prints the clay tablets. The old one's broken. Be a dear. Help me with the rest. You'll see the groove from the cane right away. When the work starts up again, I'll make you golems like you've never seen.
The cane is the answer. Come on, you brainless clay stat.
Yes! Now we can finally get to work. Our warehouse is full of blank golems because we weren't producing any command tablets.
It is precisely for the golems that I'm putting in all this effort. Are they for sale?
Of course, whether it's for spinning an elevator wheel, printing tablets, or for war. Any purpose you can think of. I told you, you'll know the correct groove if you just look for it. That's how things work around here. You insert the cane in the right place, and we can go into full production again. Here, take this tablet from our newest batch and head over to the elevator. Lita's been complaining that her golem's tablet is almost worn out.
What do you think I am? Your personal assistant?
There's something in it for you too, friend, and what if the elevator does break down? What are you gonna do? Run around the hills on foot? That would take much longer.
By the ninth element.
I wasn't expecting to find a healer mage here. Have you found the root of the trouble?
That's just the thing. I haven't. I've performed rituals. I've engaged the aspect of a mystical vision. I've summoned a lesser spirit of stone. The spirit and I sniffed every inch of ground in and around the camp. There was nothing. Not a thing. No swamp curses, no necromantic plague, no putrefying pollen. Nothing. Why are you commoners bothering the mages? His wisdom, Archmage Cathorn himself summoned me all the way from Elir. And now what? It was nothing but a waste of time.
You speak like an expert in the death element. Who are you?
I am Remedius, senior healing mage of the Royal Mage Order. Strange you've never heard of me. Whom do I have the honor of addressing?
I am Catherine, Countess of Rigor. I am presently acting as a representative of Prince Adrian, investigating the Monpatri disaster.
Well, I have something to relate to the Prince's envoy. The famous writer Flavius was spotted wandering around the ruins near here, or so I was told. He's been struck by a very peculiar disease of the spirit. If I had the time, I'd search for him myself, but I do not. If you find Flavius, pray escort him to the magistrate. I will pay the sick fellow a visit as soon as I can.
I'm so hungry, I'd fight a wolf for a piece of raw meat. One cobra a day.
Greetings, Wanderer.
Greetings to you too, my good man. Do you know what is producing this chill cow's ruins? I speculate.
Hello there! Can I have a few words with you?
As long as it really is just a few.
I can see you're a capable sort, and I bet you aren't afraid of getting in a pickle from time to time. I'm a wanderer, just like you. Gee, how rude. I forgot to introduce myself. The name's Dwayne. I'm a famous treasure hunter. Everyone's heard of me.
Famous treasure hunter, eh? Don't know the name.
That's because I'm a wanderer, as I said. I come from Mercelin. I've been plenty of places. Visiting the elves in Marion, sailing to Port Legrand on Elir.
Ah, yes. A real hero's hero. But whatever could you need from my humble self?
It involves treasure, naturally. I know of a find that will make us both rich. After we fight a vicious monster for it, I mean. I discovered a cache of valuables, you see. A precious amulet and a pile of gold. But evil is a Logi, and his gifts as well. I was on my knees, gathering the gold into a sack, when a monster crawled out of the dark and took a piece out of my leg. I had to flee. I got away with my life and not much else. Now here's what I'm offering. Bring me the amulet, and I'll pay 5,000 coin for it. Quite a windfall, isn't it? Dwayne, the treasure hunter, knows where the money's at. Get me?
How come you've got so much money at your disposal if you left the gold back in those ruins?
Nothing gets by you, eh? I found a wealthy buyer for the amulet. Produce the amulet and I'll produce the money. Here, take this as a down payment. I can see you're trustworthy.
The kingdom isn't what it used to be. People are being robbed right outside the capital.